Hi there, traders. Now, I just want to give you a bit of insight into how you should really be using the daily analysis snapshot and the more expanded detail. Now, the idea of the daily analysis snapshot, it's not just to say, give you the heads up on what's sideways, where we think these currencies are going. At the moment, I think the US dollar is still bullish. The dollar yen is bearish, dollar CAD bearish. Kiwi bearish. Now, it doesn't always mean that they're moving short term in those directions, but that's the core direction they should be going. But one thing that you need to understand, this is where you piece it together. So I want you to understand what you're looking at. Now, I've already sort of clicked on each of these charts, and I've got the detailed analysis up here. So as you can see, the euro, the ECB, there's detail here about the central bank, who's on the central bank when the meetings are on, and the general summary of the analysis. So when we're looking at a currency pair, right, you can see, okay, sideways. At the moment, the central bank is pretty neutral. The data's been very neutral, the key data that the central bank's looking at. Technically, it's in a bit of a downtrend. Okay, now, there's not much to look at with this aspect. What we're looking for, or what you should be looking for, is when the central bank or the economic data, these two variables here, they drive the technical outlook. They determine that. So the one last part of the equation that joins up after the event is the technicals. So you want to look at focus on the fundamental aspects, the central bank and the economic data. When that gives the currency core fundamental direction, that's when you'll finally get the technicals joining in. So you're looking for pairs where that aspect is in play. Now, if I go across a couple of these pairs, okay, or I get the sterling, you can see this scenario in play already, okay? What we've got is the central bank, okay, because of that inflation which we had last week, and this is going to give you greater insight into why we look at the economic numbers. The sentiment from that interest rate, inflation numbers gives the central bank a hawkish bias. They look like they're going to have to raise interest rates again. Now, the currency at the moment is sideways, and it's only because these three things don't line up yet. Now, as I just explained with the situation is the central bank and the economic data, they determine direction, and the last thing to join in is the technical outlook. So if we come back down here, if I just scroll down, okay, you come down to the daily charts, okay, hourly charts, actually, if anything, it's probably slightly going up. What we're looking for is if the core fundamentals are going up, right, that means there's a potential chance for sterling to go higher. At the moment, the outlook is bearish. So to me, that is, okay, overriding, it's going up. I should be looking for a break trade through a level to get into a long position on sterling. And where is that? Well, go to your daily chart. It's currently in a downtrend. If that turns to up, as I said, the hourly chart should probably already be up, and I'll probably adjust that. That daily chart is your entry level. So go to your daily chart, look for that trend line, and if you find one where there's a resistance line, well, you should be looking to get long, right? So this is where the analysis really comes back into play. This is tangible information that you can look at each day and get an idea of where the potential strategy is or what move. Like the Aussie, this is a classic sideways situation, neutral central bank, positive economic data, and it's in a downtrend. Right, that is just too hard. So with this analysis, you can go, yeah, hell, that's just way too kooky for me. Like there's no clear direction. And when there's no clear direction, traders across the board will not know what's going on. You come to the Kiwi, right? Central Bank, I've already mentioned last week what they thought. They're bearish. The technical outlook is already down. So we've got two great things there, bearish. So to me, it's already in the downtrend. Where's our entry? Well, potentially economic numbers. That's our potential entry level. And tomorrow we have Kiwi retail sales. So this once again shows you where to go to look for the entry and what side of the trade you're looking at. And then you come back into the Federal Reserve. Okay, so the Fed, this is the strongest economy globally. The central bank is definitely raising rates at least 2 more times this year. The technical outlook, weekly and daily, is up. Economic data is sort of neutral. So I'm bullish, and the only reason it's really going down is because of Trump. Sure, you come down here, the hourly charts are drifting lower, but overriding everything is a very strong sentiment from the central bank. So I still think that's a buy situation. Now, dollar yen, which has just dropped on the back of some geopolitical situations, the Japanese data has been exceptionally weak, so it should drift off. You come into the technical outlook, it's broken down, so bearish once again. Now, we're not going to get anything out of the central bank. Understand that. So there's not much to really, it's already in the downtrend. The data's already there, so you may not have an opportunity. If anything, you're looking for retracements to sell. Okay. Technically, it's already in the downtrend. You're looking for levels to sell. And if I just come down to that technical aspect, it's broken down the daily charts and the hourly, so the sentiment is down. That's where I'm looking for a retracement. Now, you come back to dollar CAD once again. Okay. The central bank, okay, they are in a situation where after those CPI numbers down here, they are in a rate hiking mode. The economic data, obviously weak, the other key economic data, technically it's drifting sideways. You think, hang on, it's bearish. What's going on here? This could be a cracking opportunity. So you scroll down your charts and you'll see that the currency, okay, it's broken the hourlies, the daily chart. If this thing goes through the daily level, the sentiment will go down, and this thing is bearish across the board. So once again, dollar CAD, just from the top summary, you can work out where the potential opportunity is. So if you're thinking, well, why isn't the technical outlook bearish when these two are? It's because it hasn't caught up yet, right? So there's still a good opportunity here on dollar CAD. And last but not least, if you have a look at the Swiss, well, the Swiss is just trading sideways. Hourly charts is drifting lower, and there's not much to see there. So what I want you to understand is when you are looking at the snapshot, right, this is just a bit of an indication. If you want to be a little bit lazy, yeah, just have a look at that and you can sort of look for some ideas. But if you want to find out where exactly to get into these trades, click into the charts and actually go and find it, because you'll find it's like a self-serve service. Okay, you can find the opportunities here, and sterling is a classic example, and dollar CAD for that matter, where we do have the central bank and economic data pointing one way and the technicals the other. The fundamentals give the currency's direction. This is the one that lags. So there's your opportunity right there. All right, guys, I just want to give you a heads up on that. It's a little bit complicated, but now that I've explained it to you, this detailed analysis section should really open your eyes up to like your daily analysis. What are you looking at? You're not just looking at your charts. Sure, that's a key part for entry levels, but join the dots. Central bank sentiment, economic data, technical outlook. All right, and that's where the great trading opportunities are. All right, good luck. If you have any questions, jump in the live trade zone and I'll try and help you out. Cheerio.